Hey, Freddy with CJ Off-Road. If you've been following our YouTube channel, you've seen we've done quite a few videos on both the first and second generation F-150 Raptor, both of which are awesome trucks, but we get quite a few questions and comments on the differences and which one is better, so today we're going to take a look at both and compare them. Let's start with the basics. The first generation Raptor came with a 6.2 liter V8, making 411 horsepower and 434 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. It weighs in at a monstrous 6,200 pounds and gets a max fuel efficiency of about 16 miles per gallon on the highway. The second generation Raptor dropped SVT from the name, but don't let that fool you. It came with a 3.5 liter twin-turbo V6, making 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission that feels like it's constantly shifting. It weighs in at just over 5,500 pounds thanks to the use of aluminum and gets a max of about 18 miles per gallon on the highway, so it's faster, lighter, and gets better fuel economy than the previous model. Now, like I said, the first generation Raptor came with a massive 6.2 liter V8 that gives that big, angry truck sound that everyone expects from a truck like this. The second generation Raptor does come with a smaller but more powerful engine, and although I'm a turbo guy at heart and love hearing those turbos spool, I have to say the first generation Raptor sounds much better. Now let's talk about speed. Neither of these Raptors are slouches, especially for a truck, but I can tell you the second generation Raptor actually makes the first generation feel pretty slow. The first generation Raptor from the factory can do 0 to 60 in just under 7 seconds and the quarter mile in 15.4 seconds, but the second generation Raptor is bus lengths ahead, doing 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds and the quarter mile in 14.1 seconds. When it comes to towing, both are rated at the same depending on the towing package you get, but I bet if you put them in a tug-of-war against each other, the second generation would win hands down. If you like to get dirty and go off-road, both trucks are absolutely fantastic off-road, but the second generation has the edge with a few updates. They both come with awesome Fox suspension with practically the same ground clearance, 11.2 inches in the first gen, but the second gen Raptor shocks are half an inch larger in diameter at 3 inches, and you get an extra inch of suspension travel up front and almost 2 inches in the rear, which makes this thing laugh at almost every obstacle and handle like a champ off-road. Both generations have an awesome 4-wheel drive locking system, but the second generation took it a step further with an all-wheel drive mode that can send power to the front wheels when needed, making it awesome in the snow and in off-road conditions. Braking isn't the most exciting thing, but it's extremely important, and both of our Raptors have big, heavy aftermarket wheels, so they could use a brake upgrade, but when I drive the second generation Raptor, for some reason, I feel like it takes a very long time for it to come to a halt. When it comes to the exterior, both of these trucks are big, awesome, and aggressive, but at the same time, they're very different, and I'll let you decide which one you think looks better. Hey, cue an epic montage of these trucks. Okay, let's talk about interior. I'm in the first generation Raptor right now, and I have to say I'm not a big fan of the interior in here. A lot of the materials in here seem kind of cheap, and there's a lot of play, like the door panel moves around. A lot of the panels in here like creak and make noise, and it doesn't seem that well thought out. And the steering wheel isn't that comfortable either. And it does have this pretty cool switch panel right here on the bottom, but it seems like an afterthought. It just doesn't seem that planned out. I do actually love the way the seats look, but for some reason the driver's side seat to me just doesn't feel that comfortable. Overall, the interior in this truck, although it is a couple years old, it definitely seems more outdated than it should be. It could definitely use some improvement. Now for the second generation Raptor, the interior is absolutely amazing. It's kind of hard to compete with this interior unless you get to like a high-end luxury vehicle. It is just incredible. It's got nice soft touch materials. Everything looks good. Nothing makes a ton of noise like with the other Raptor. Everything is just really nice, and it seems really well thought out. The steering wheel actually looks and feels really nice. I love this steering wheel. There's tons of storage in the center console here, and the switch panel up here doesn't seem like an afterthought. It seems like it was really planned out nice, and I like it a lot better up here. The whole center dash of the second generation Raptor is a lot better. You get a way better infotainment system, and the HVAC system is easier to use too. The knobs look really nice. All around, it's just a way better design. Another awesome feature about the interior of this Raptor, it doesn't have a sunroof really. It more or less has a solar system roof. And it just keeps going and going, and going, and going. Okay, that's our comparison for the first and second generation F-150 Raptor. There are quite a few differences. I know which truck is my favorite. Leave down in the comments below which is your favorite, and we'll see you next time.